So today is Monday, December 23rd. And I'm feeling much better. I finally got, I was just able to get my appetite back really today. I just ate lunch and was able to eat a lot like I needed to. My stomach is feeling much more normal. But one thing I will say, when I was going into the place to grab my lunch, gentleman behind me, he raced in front of me so he could open the door for me. And I thought that was just so kind of him. And it really was, And it's happened to me a lot lately, I noticed, It's just like people have been so kind to me, friendly. A lot more doors being opened, like people opening doors for me, like men and women. And people just, and it's something that I noticed really honestly since I started wearing hijab. I really began to notice it a lot more over the past maybe two and a half years. And I said, wow, it's like you really have to, and I don't know, like I said, once I started wearing hijab, I just noticed it a lot more. And people just being so kind and respectful towards me, just, overall. And, I was sitting and reflecting. I'm always reflecting on life and my journey and life in general. And I said, you really have to give yourself that respect and start with yourself first in order to receive that respect from anyone else, And I understand that I have an obligation as a Muslim woman, when people see me in hijab, it's an automatic elevation in the respect that a woman receives. It really truly is. Like, I can really tell a difference from even my teenage early 20s days when I was wearing halter tops and booty shorts and my hair out and smoking cigarettes and hanging out at night and doing all kind of stuff I had no business doing. It's just the level of respect that I receive on a daily basis overall from men, women, and people in general really has increased. And I guess it's because, the respect that I have found for myself in covering my hair and dressing modest, I really can tell a difference. And that's one thing as women we have to be mindful of, the level of respect that we're giving ourselves first and foremost, because that's the level of respect that will be reciprocated to you. Like I've had even little kids hold the door for me and say, yes, ma'am. And overall, people will run up from behind me to race in front of me to open the door. And I'm not even talking about like, oh, because I'm someone important. No, I'm just mean like in general, because I'm still just regular Jehan. I'm not famous or a celebrity. I'm still just a regular chick. I'm not saying like they're treating me like this star treatment. I'm just saying overall. And as women, we have to be mindful of the respect, okay, that we're giving ourselves and our overall presentation to the world, and our behavior and how we carry ourselves, how we speak, how we interact with others and other women. Are we being nasty? Are we being, rude? Are we being loud and wrong? Are we being accusatory? Are we being judgmental? Are we assuming? Are we, these are things we have to be mindful, especially when you're a woman of a particular age, And I don't really watch TV. I know that sounds so crazy since I work in the film industry now, but I really don't, and I'm not even gonna say how long it's been since I've even owned a television. But, from what I see on the internet about reality shows, Baddies, I've never watched it, Baddies. I used to watch Bad Girls Club a long, long, long time ago. So, from my understanding, Baddies is like the new Bad Girls Club. But anyway, Housewives, whatever, all these reality shows, and you look at how women are interacting with other women, with each other, and you're a woman of a particular age, over 40, over 30, it's not a good look. And we have to be mindful. And I say, when I put on my hijab, when I made the personal decision myself to wear hijab, I knew spiritually and, just mentally, psychologically, what I was signing up for. Because if I didn't want to be a role model and, be true to myself, respectful of myself, I could have just, continued doing things I knew I had no business doing and not wearing hijab. But when you put on a hijab, you're saying, to the world, everyone knows you're a Muslim woman. So deep down inside, we know right from wrong, in our belief system, in our way of life, of what we're supposed to be doing and what we're not supposed to be doing. And only we really know that. Christians don't know our religion and know the details of it. So that's something I've become a lot more mindful and aware and conscious of within myself, my presentation to the world. Number one, I know I can't be out here doing all kind of stuff crazy willy-nilly. There's not much that I want to do. I know I can't be in a club drinking and partying and, doing this and being seen with this guy and that guy and I can't do those kind of things, Even if I wasn't in the film industry as a Muslim woman, just as a regular woman that's calling myself a Muslim and covering my hair and my body, I have to not just talk the talk. I have to walk the walk as well. And I'm mindful that when I get this extra level of respect from people, men, women, children, I'm always like, oh my God. And these are people, they don't know that I work in the film industry. They just see me in the street as a regular person, Like I said, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not famous. But this is the overall extra level of respect that I have noticed in my life since I started covering my hair and dressing modest all the time. Like I go places, people calling me queen, and I'm so serious, and this has been going on for years now. And I said, wow, that's crazy. It's crazy how instantaneous when you change your mindset, your life, your lifestyle, how it's reciprocated back to you in an instant. That extra level of respect that I chose in covering my hair, covering my body, not drinking alcohol, not fornicating, any of that. Instantaneously, my surroundings, my life, my mindset, everything, it showed and it's reciprocated right back to me in a positive, extremely positive manner that is really starting to change my life. And me being in places doing things I never imagined that I would even be doing. Standing in rooms with people I never even imagined I would even come within a radius of 1 mile of, But that's what happened. As women, we have to be mindful. As people in general, but women, that's why we dress modest as women, Muslim women. We give that level of respect to ourselves first. And then I noticed that level of respect is given to, even when I was doing background acting. And I'm not just saying it just to say it. Like, every set that I came on, it was all eyes on me. And I'm just being serious. Like, I know I stand out because I'm the only woman with her hair covered. I'm the only actress who's wearing a hijab and has her hair covered. So I'm automatically standing out. And it's like, oh, I'm sure some people thought, well, what is she doing here? You know? And I'm sure, it was lot a lot more people that, to me, it felt were happy to see me there with them. Like, oh wow, glad you showed up, you know? Come on, sit right in and have fun with us. And that's exactly what I did, Even on set, it was so much respect given to me from everyone. Crew members, directors, other actors, that we give that respect to ourselves first in order to receive it from others. And a lot of women, I feel like, they don't care about the level of respect they receive. It's like, a lot of women don't care. And I'm not judging anyone off of how they dress, but most people are just going to see you as a sex object. You walk out with your titties and booty out all the time, and that's all you really have to offer is just your self twerking. And anything. Whether it's on stage or whether it's, just to each his own. But the level of respect that I've received from others in my everyday life when I'm out and about in Target, in the grocery store, running errands in the post office, wherever. The smiles, the people holding doors for me. I don't remember this many, people just randomly smiling at me, just opening doors for me, men and women, just people just being so kind. And I said, Jehan, it's because your energy, my energy has changed a lot. And that's because I don't have negativity around me anymore. When I had negative energy around me in my life before, in the past, my energy was so negative and toxic. Just like that energy that was around me. Because energy is contagious. When you keep it around you, you start becoming negative and toxic like that same energy. And I said, wow, why was I being so negative and toxic to have that energy around me? You can't let other people's energy rub off on you. Hold your head high. Be the kind-hearted, loving, genuine person that you know you are. Don't let someone else's negative energy turn you into a negative, hateful, mean, evil person. Shine that positive energy out into the world. And sometimes it's hard when we're going through things. You will notice a difference. When the blessings start coming to you, people just start being kind, calling you queen. That's what people call me. And I'm not just saying it. I don't know if it's because my head is covered. That's what people call me sometimes when I'm out and about. Mostly other black people. Queen. That's what they start calling me. So yeah, ladies, be mindful of your presentation to the world and how you carry yourself. Even the way you speak. That's why I had to stop using profanity and cursing. It's cursing too much, And it's just the small things that we're not mindful of. Our tone of voice, the way we carry ourselves, how we're interacting and dealing with each other. I even have to tell myself sometimes, I'm not, he said, she said gossip kind of person. But sometimes I have to remove myself from certain gossips and things. I say, Jehan, don't even get caught up in it. Too old for that, you know. Same thing with social media. I react less. That's why I'm spend less time on social media. Like I said in the first video diary, social media can be super toxic. It was distracting me. I'm way more 10, 15, 20 times more productive now that I haven't been on social media being distracted by negativity and toxicity from strangers, people that don't even know me personally, you know? Negativity is always going to be there in some way, shape, form, or fashion. The name of the game, the goal of the game, and the objective in life is to just avoid the negativity. Which way you got to go about it. If you got to be a loner, if you have to be single, if you have to be celibate, if you have to not be on social media, if you have to not drink alcohol, if you have to not smoke weed, if you have to not do whatever it is to avoid the negativity, if you have to move to a different state away from your hometown, whatever you have to do to avoid the negativity, that's what you have to do. Because it's always going to be there in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Give yourself that respect and that grace. Watch how God give it right back to you from others and remove all the negativity. Clear it right on out. Anything and anybody that was negative in your energy, coming with any negative energy, watch it get killed right out, down, cut right at the root. And it won't even exist any longer. Because that's what's been happening in my life. God said, Jehan, I love you too much to have you around all that negativity. Oh no, cleared it right on out. And that's why my life has changed so much, y'all. You know, I had to get away from negative people. Even my own negative mindset sometimes was holding me back, constricting me. It's because I was paying attention to negative people that were trying to distract me because they knew how great I really could be without their negative influence on me. So that's what I was reflecting on today. I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Don't let no man burn you out and make you feel bad about yourself. Don't take no shit from nobody. Don't let nobody's son stress you out.
Don't let anybody's son stress you out, and bounce back very quickly.
Honey, listen, you better.
Bounce back very quickly.
You better. You better.
You absolutely better.
Okay, don't stay in that ditch too long, honey.
No.
Like, let the comeback be quick, honey.
And big.
The reset, honey.
Big.
But you know, we're resilient.
We are.
We're resilient. And if you understood your value, you would probably be quicker to walk away from bullshit. Like, for me at this point in my life, I'm not spinning the block on bullshit.
You better say that.
You just can't keep spinning the block on bullshit. You really can't. And you have to have self-respect, and you have to have boundaries.
Yes.
You just do.
Yes.
And you gotta value yourself. If you don't value yourself, trust and believe a man won't value you.
And that is
and
why.
You gotta stay having hope and faith in God.
Yes.
You really do. Like, you can't think that the best is the one that's treating you like shit.
Tasha.
That's the best?
That's the best.
Are you kidding me?
Not the best.
Honey.
Yeah.
It is not the best.
Wanna say I'm proud of me. I came a long way, finally found my feet. It's been a crazy journey, but but I'm grateful. I'm loving who I am becoming. I'm blessed and I'm thriving. I can't complain. I'm on a higher frequency. I refuse to let you mess with me. I'm protective of my energy and my time. Don't give it up too easy. I'm loving all myself. I realize how divine I am. My power lies deep within. I know my strength. Loving all myself, I realize how divine I am. My power lies deep within. I know my strength. I'm thankful for the lessons 2020 gave. Receiving all the blessings that I manifest. No more living in the past. I'm done with that. Only looking right ahead.